Good morning and welcome to Live in a Greenhouse on YouTube. If you're new here, this channel is about my journey to design, build, and then live in the first greenhouse enclosed tiny home in the United States. Being the last weekend of the month, today is the July Walkaround. Unlike most of the United States, here in the islands of the Pacific Northwest, the weather temperatures have been mostly mild, mainly in the upper 70s to lower 80s. July is my 11th month living in the greenhouse full-time, and with the time-sensitive projects done, like planting the gardens, I've slowed the pace on projects to be able to take more time just to enjoy living in the greenhouse. So come along today as I do the July walk-around and show the progress that was made during the month. Nothing new at the driveway, except I love the look of the decorative screen door that helps keep out the deer. And I painted the stair railing, so that project is finally done. Didn't get to the pipes as I'd hoped. Put bloom on the wildflowers even without water. Need to do successive rounds of horticultural vinegar on newly emerging weeds. The wildflower bloom has died off. Now I'm waiting until fall to transplant the seedlings. Nothing new at the trailer, nothing new at the trailer garden. A load of scrap ready to go to the dump. Cleared the deck, ready to pressure wash and then paint. Had one day of rain that filled the tanks, so I feel comfortable using some of this water to wash the cabins and maybe even my car and the trailer. The big news this month was putting up this cargo net to keep out the deer that were starting to be quite brazen about coming inside to graze. Assembled the chipper and the pressure washer to prepare for those projects outside. I got the mounting brackets for one set of these shade curtains, but it was too hot to do the second. The calamandan looks good, but no flowers or fruit this year. I've harvested a few perfectly formed mini white cucumbers so far, and more coming on. I fertilized the key lime last week, but the new growth is still pale. I got 3 perfectly ripe and flawless peaches. Now that the fruit is safely off the tree, I've staked each tree to stand straight. Deer or other critters top the sunflowers and not likely to get more than this year. I fertilized the olive last week and it still looks good. The Persian lime finally gave up the ghost. I've been using the pool water to irrigate inside the greenhouse to drain it until the fall rains start. So I moved the plants into a bucket where the water hyacinth bloomed this month. During the rain, instead of fully diverting the excess, I ran the hose into the pool to be able to use that water to irrigate inside the greenhouse. I may put the plants back into the pool. Strawberries transplanted from outside in June are still doing well. Watermelon is barely progressing. Same with the cucumbers, but there are flowers. Romaine that I water sprouted on the kitchen windowsill is transplanted into this empty spot. I've been harvesting peas throughout the month. The spinach bolted, as expected. But I'm harvesting both green and red loose leaf lettuce. These watermelon are also very slow, but at least ahead of the other mound. These tomatoes are finally growing, but no sign of flowers yet. I've been harvesting radish greens and bulbs this month. More kitchen sill romaine transplanted into the carrot patch. This bok choy is recovering from critter predation, and I hope to pick some for stir fry this week. Pole beans and bush beans are growing, but not many beans so far. Another patch of transplanted strawberries doing really well. The transplanted tomatoes have been struggling, but I've gotten one tomato so far and flowers coming on, but something keeps nibbling off the buds. I think these are columbines. These bush beans and cilantro are coming along. The direct-seeded tomatoes have barely progressed, but I fertilized last week, so hoping they'll do better this month. Not much change at the potting bench since it's functional as is. I'll probably work on enhancements here over the winter. Got one more 10-foot section of border rail and dirt added. 2 more sections to go and then I'll be done. I hung more shades this month, mostly for light control in the sitting area and my home office just inside these doors. This volunteer potato was nibbled by the deer and heat stressed, but I'm hoping it'll hold out long enough to get some potatoes. It seems I haven't been fertilizing or watering the Myers lemon correctly. I'm hoping that it'll recover now that I have it on a regular feeding and watering schedule. Of course, there's a frog in here. The basil is finally starting to grow, and the wildflower mix I spread a few weeks ago is starting to sprout. I like to sit here in the morning with my coffee, in the evening to relax, but this faces west, so I put up these shades to not look into the setting sun. Still haven't planted these carnations in the ground. Hope to get to that in August. Fixed the seam in the east pond liner. This end is ready to run the 4-inch perf pipe and fill the gabion basket, but I'm going to wait to do that when the water is above the seam to prove the fix. Nothing new inside the house this month, and frankly, it's a mess, since my time and energy have been focused on outside. Still nothing to report for this month's mold watch. And there you have it, settling into life during my first summer inside the greenhouse. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and come back next time as I finally get to working on the cabins.